Imagine the mind as a vast concert hall. Within this grand space, a symphony of thoughts is constantly unfolding. Melodies of memories intertwine with harmonies of future plans, creating a rich and complex soundscape. But how often do we truly listen to this symphony? Or are we too busy being caught up in the performance, trying to control the music, to direct the orchestra? Philosopher and writer Alan Watts, with his characteristic wit and wisdom, invites us to consider a different approach, to become mindful listeners of our own thoughts. In this exploration, we'll delve into Watts's perspective, discovering how the act of thinking can be understood as a form of deep listening. From the moment we are born, we are immersed in a world of sound. The gentle rustling of leaves, the crashing waves of the ocean, the cacophony of a city street, all these sounds shape our perception of reality. Listening, then, is not merely an act of hearing, but a fundamental way in which we connect with and make sense of the world around us. But what about the sounds within? What about the constant stream of thoughts, feelings, and sensations that make up our inner world? Alan Watts suggests that we can apply the same principles of listening to our internal landscape, becoming attentive observers of the thoughts that arise within us. In many ways, our minds can be compared to radios. Just as a radio receives signals from various stations, our minds are constantly bombarded with thoughts, ideas, and emotions. However, instead of simply being passive recipients of this mental chatter, we have the ability to choose which thoughts we tune into and amplify. This is where the practice of mindful listening comes in. By becoming more aware of our thought patterns, we can learn to identify the thoughts that are helpful and constructive and those that are unhelpful or destructive. Just like a skilled radio operator, we can fine-tune our attention to focus on the frequencies that bring us clarity, peace, and insight. Our inner dialogue is a continuous conversation we have with ourselves. It's how we process experiences, make decisions, and understand the world. However, this dialogue can sometimes become dominated by negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, or anxious ruminations. Alan Watts encourages us to approach our inner dialogue with a sense of curiosity and non-judgment. Instead of trying to silence the chatter, he suggests we listen to it with an open mind, observing the patterns and themes that emerge. By doing so, we can begin to understand the underlying beliefs and assumptions that shape our thoughts and ultimately our lives. Section 5D: Mindfulness. Quieting the mind, deepening the listening. Mindfulness, with its emphasis on present moment awareness, offers a powerful tool for becoming a better listener, both internally and externally. When we are mindful, we step out of the constant stream of thinking and become fully present with what is happening in this moment. This doesn't mean our thoughts cease to exist. Rather, we observe them without judgment, allowing them to arise and pass away like clouds in the sky. By quieting the mind through mindfulness, we create space for deeper listening, allowing ourselves to hear the subtler whispers of intuition, wisdom, and creativity. Section 6. The present moment, the only place where life exists. The present is the only place where life exists, wrote Alan Watts. This profound statement encapsulates the essence of his philosophy, urging us to shift our focus from the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future to the immediacy of the present moment. When we are fully present, we are no longer trapped in the endless cycle of thinking and worrying. Instead, we become open to experiencing life in its fullness, appreciating the simple joys and beauty that each moment has to offer. By embracing the present, we align ourselves with the natural rhythm of life, a rhythm that is always unfolding in the here and now. Section 7. Alan Watts, a modern interpreter of ancient wisdom. Alan Watts was a gifted communicator who bridged the gap between Eastern philosophy and Western thought. He drew inspiration from Zen Buddhism, Taoism, and other ancient traditions, making their teachings accessible to a modern audience. Watts's unique ability to convey complex ideas in a clear and engaging manner helped to popularize mindfulness and Eastern spirituality in the West. His work continues to resonate with people from all walks of life, offering insights into the nature of consciousness, the interconnectedness of all things, and the importance of living a life of purpose and meaning. Section 8. Practical applications integrating Watts's philosophy into daily life. Incorporating Alan Watts's insights into our daily lives can profoundly impact our well-being. Here are a few practical ways to apply his teachings. Practice mindful listening. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Observe the patterns and themes that emerge in your inner dialogue. Cultivate present moment awareness. Engage fully in the present moment through activities like meditation, mindful walking, or simply paying attention to your breath. Embrace the unknown. Let go of the need to control every aspect of your life. Approach uncertainty with a sense of curiosity and openness. Connect with nature. Spend time in nature, observing the natural world with a sense of awe and wonder. Live authentically. Align your actions with your values and aspirations. Follow your passions and pursue a life that feels meaningful to you. Section 9. Conclusion. Embracing the harmony of thinking and listening. The act of thinking, when approached with mindfulness and intention, can become a form of deep listening. By tuning into our inner world with the same attentiveness we give to the external world, we can gain valuable insights into who we are and what truly matters to us. Alan Watts's philosophy reminds us that we are not separate from the world around us, but rather an integral part of a vast and interconnected web of life. By learning to listen to the symphony of thoughts within, we can begin to hear the harmony of the universe and find our place within the grand orchestra of existence.